A U.S. House seat is about to open up in Maryland's 3rd Congressional District, and Maryland State Senator Sarah Elfreth is officially the first candidate to file her campaign with the Federal Election Commission for John Sarbanes' seat. But she may have a challenger in Howard County Executive Calvin Ball. He has hinted at a possible 2024 run. Howard County Executive Calvin Ball joining us this morning. Good to see you, sir.
Very good to see you.
Thanks for coming by. First, I got to ask you, I hear there's some career ambitions that may happen. Well, here come Thanksgiving, maybe a trip to Washington for you. I guess my question is why? Why would that be attractive if that's something you'd be interested in?
Well, I definitely have to consider it. Many people have come to me and asked me to look at running for Congress, and I want to balance, how can I do the most good? How can I have an impact on our community? Sure. And I think we have some challenges not only here locally, but in the state and nationally and throughout the world.
Are there things there that you feel like need to be fixed that your voice could lend to? Because now as you watch some things unfold there, I mean, there's a lot happening in the Capitol.
Well, a lot of the things that I'm already working on when it comes to energy independence, affordable housing, ensuring that we work on expanding opportunity, sure. More small business, minority business. I think that's something that can be done more on the federal level too.
Okay, all right, we'll wait and see Thanksgiving. That'll be our Thanksgiving gift, I guess. We'll find out then. Hey, we'll bring it back locally. I want to talk to you a little bit about youth crime. You spent some time with Baltimore County's police chief, and the numbers as far as age right now are just, they're jaw-dropping to see 10-year-olds and 13-year-olds committing crime. Curious of what you see in Howard County. Curious also what you think of how you get rid of some of the crime that's happening.
Well, I think the pandemic really impacted our young people, particularly their mental health and their ability to learn how to positively interact with each other. And unfortunately, a lot of older criminals are taking advantage of that and advantage of loopholes in the law. And so one of the things that I've been working on was we start our youth engagement programming, or YEP grants, put $1 million in working with nonprofits to help our young people actually grow and interact with each other in a more positive way.
Are you seeing some of the things that other counties are seeing, carjackings, car thefts, or even some of the violent crime also in Howard?
Well, I think, unfortunately, they can go online and learn how to do many of these things. Sure. So we are seeing that. And sometimes they don't feel like they're going to be held accountable. So if you balance better, more positive interaction, helping them grow and become their better selves, but also holding them accountable, I think that helps them.
Okay, your county grows quickly and services have to grow along with it. Part of it is the hospital right now, and I saw something about a $15 million going over to Johns Hopkins Howard County Medical Center. Tell me about the need for that, and are services feeling the number of people who decide to move to Howard?
Well, I think we see throughout the entire nation, emergency rooms are overcrowded and they're taking too long to get to patients. So last year, I actually allocated about $1 million for our behavioral health unit. I'm going to allocate another $1 million. That'll help with a lot of the mental health folks who are going into the emergency room. And then $15 million to help for a 29-bed observation unit that will also help expedite not only the emergency room, but other services.
Okay. And another thing we should also talk about are jobs. And you and I talked about this before coming out of the pandemic. And it actually ties into crime as well. People need work right now. And part of the budget that you were talking about for the county is for workforce development. Where does that stand now for you, and who you're trying to get into work now?
Well, I'm so glad to work with so many visionary, brilliant leaders in Howard County. One is our community college president, Dr. Daria Willis. She's been working with her team to move forward a workforce center. And so I've allocated already $1 million last year, and then I've committed $10 million to move forward with a workforce center at our community college. Not everyone is going to get a doctorate, but we want to make sure that wherever they want to go, they can be gainfully employed, they can become their best selves, and they can live a wonderful life. Okay,
all right, we got about 15 seconds left. If you want to make news about running for Congress, you got 15 seconds to do it. Or do you have to wait?
The news is that I'm strongly considering it, and I'm going to keep on serving no matter what.
I had to try. Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
Thanks, Jason. Have a great one.
Certainly, you too.